Good morning and good afternoon, RSGA STEM class, and whoever decided to watch this video. And welcome to Albert Einstein, the genius who changed our world. In this video, we're going to explore briefly the life and discoveries of one of the most brilliant minds in history, Albert Einstein. You've probably seen his famous equation E equals mc squared, but did you know that his discoveries help power GPS in your phone? His discoveries keep nuclear power plants running. His discoveries even helped us discover black holes. Let's find out how this curious student became the scientist who revolutionized our understanding of the universe. Albert Einstein was born March 14th, 1879, in Germany. Here's something interesting. Einstein's parents actually worried because he was slow to learn to speak as a young child. In school, Einstein didn't always fit in. He didn't like the strict military-style teaching methods used in German schools at the time. Einstein was incredibly curious, however. At age 13, he asked his parents to buy him advanced math textbooks and worked through an entire year of mathematics in just a few months, all on his own. He loved to ask what if questions, and he often thought about how the universe worked. After finishing high school, Einstein attended the Swiss Federal Polytechnic School, where he studied physics and mathematics. He graduated in 1901, but here's the surprising part. He couldn't find a teaching job, so instead he took a position at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern, evaluating new inventions. This might sound like a setback, but it turned out to be perfect for Einstein. The job gave him time to think, and in his spare time, he worked on revolutionary scientific theories that would change physics forever. Sometimes the path to greatness isn't what we expect. In 1905, when Einstein was just 26 years old and still working at the patent office, he published 4 extraordinary scientific papers in a single year. Scientists call this his Annus Mirabilis, Latin for Year of Miracles. Each paper revolutionized a different area of physics. Imagine being just 26 and changing the entire world's understanding of energy, of matter, of space, and of time. Let's look at what he discovered. Einstein's first major contribution was explaining the photoelectric effect. He discovered that light doesn't just travel as waves, it comes in tiny packets of energy called photons. While these photons hit certain materials, they can knock electrons loose, creating electricity. This discovery was so important that Einstein won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. And here's why it matters to you today. This is the principle that makes solar panels work. Every time you see solar panels on a roof or in a field or powering your calculator, you're seeing Einstein's discovery in action. Einstein's theory of special relativity changed everything we know about space and time. He discovered that nothing can travel faster than the speed of light, and that time and space are actually connected in something called space-time. The most famous part of this theory is the equation E equals mc squared. But what does that mean? It means that energy and mass are actually the same thing in different forms. A tiny amount of matter contains an enormous amount of energy. To give you an idea, the energy in just 1 gram of matter, about the weight of a paperclip, could power a city for days. This equation explains how the sun produces energy and how nuclear power plants work. 10 years later, in 1915, Einstein published his theory of general relativity. This might be his most mind-bending idea. For centuries, scientists thought gravity was a force that pulled objects together. But Einstein discovered that gravity isn't just a force at all. Instead, massive objects like planets and stars actually bend space and time around them. Imagine placing a bowling ball on the center of a trampoline. It creates a dip in the mesh, right? That's what Earth does to space-time. When you jump, you're not being pulled down, you're actually following the curve of space-time. This theory predicted the existence of black holes and gravitational waves, which scientists didn't prove existed until many decades later. Now let's see how Einstein's work affects your life every single day. Have you ever used GPS on a phone or in a car? That technology only works because of Einstein's theories. GPS satellites orbit Earth about 12,000 miles up in space. Because of special relativity, clocks on fast-moving satellites run slightly different than clocks on Earth. And because of general relativity, gravity affects time differently at different heights. Scientists have to use both of Einstein's theories to make the corrections for GPS. Without these adjustments and that are based off of Einstein's work, your GPS would be wrong by several kilometers, maybe even miles, after just one day. Going back to Einstein's equation of E equals mc squared, this is the principle behind nuclear energy. Nuclear power plants use a process called nuclear fission, or splitting of atoms. This process converts tiny amounts of matter into an enormous amount of energy. Just 1 gram of uranium can produce as much energy as 3 tons of coal. About 20% of the electricity in the United States comes from nuclear power plants. Einstein's work also helps in nuclear medicine. Doctors use this nuclear medicine for PET or PET scans, which help detect diseases like cancer, and for radiation therapy to treat cancer patients. Einstein's theories are literally saving lives. Einstein's work in photoelectric effect and photons helped scientists develop laser technology. Lasers are almost everywhere in modern life. Doctors use lasers for eye surgery and other medical procedures. Every time you scan an item at a store, you're using a laser barcode reader. CD players, DVD players, and fiber optic internet cables use lasers. Einstein's early work on quantum mechanics also laid the foundation for modern electronics, including computer chips, which can be found in your phone, on your smart devices, on your Chromebook, on your laptop. It's amazing how one scientist's curiosity created the foundation for so much in our modern technology. Einstein's theories continue to help us explore space. His general relativity theory predicted the existence of black holes, which are regions in space where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape them. Scientists didn't actually observe black holes until decades after Einstein's death. In 2015, which was about 100 years after Einstein published general relativity, scientists discovered and detected gravitational waves, ripples in space-time created by colliding black holes. Einstein predicted these waves would exist back in 1915. Today, NASA and other space agencies use Einstein's theories to navigate spacecraft, study distant galaxies, and understand how the universe began with what they call the Big Bang. His work is still guiding us as we explore the cosmos. In 1933, Einstein left Germany because of the rise of Nazi persecution and moved to the United States. He became an American citizen in 1940 and worked at Princeton University in New Jersey for the rest of his career. Einstein was more than just a scientist. He was also an advocate for peace, civil rights, and education. He used his fame to speak out on important issues, and he helped us understand nuclear energy. He later became a strong voice for peace and was completely against the use of nuclear weapons. Einstein died on April 18th, 1955, at the age of 76. But his legacy lives on. His theories still guide modern physics, and scientists today continue to test and build upon his ideas. So that begs a question. What made Einstein such a genius? It wasn't that he was just smart, it was how he thought. Einstein had an incredible curiosity and imagination. He did thought experiments, imagining what would happen in different situations. For example, he wondered what would happen if you could ride a beam of light. He also had amazing persistence. He worked on his general relativity theory for nearly 10 years before publishing it. Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world." He showed us that by being curious, by being creative, and by being persistent, that can lead to world-changing discoveries. For just a moment, let's review what we've learned. Albert Einstein revolutionized physics with his theories of special and general relativity. He showed us that space and time are connected, that energy and matter are the same thing in different forms, and that gravity is actually the bending of space-time. His discoveries aren't just abstract theories. They power the technology we use every day, from the GPS in your phone to nuclear power plants to medical equipment that saves lives. Einstein's story teaches us that curiosity, imagination, and persistence can change the world. Who knows? Maybe someone who's watching this video will make the next discovery that transforms our understanding of the universe.